Welcome to Passion Travel. Join us as we explore fascinating destinations, uncover hidden gems, and embark on unforgettable journeys. Subscribe now and ignite your passion for travel. Katsu curry, Japanese-style breaded and fried meat, typically chicken or pork, served with curry sauce and rice. To prepare katsu curry, a popular Japanese dish featuring breaded and fried meat, typically chicken or pork, served with a rich, flavorful curry sauce, you will need the following ingredients. For the katsu, breaded meat. Chicken breasts. Flour, for dredging. Eggs, 2 large, beaten. Panko breadcrumbs, Japanese breadcrumbs for a crispy coating. Salt and pepper, for seasoning. Vegetable oil, for frying. For the curry sauce. Onion, 1 large, finely chopped. Carrot, 1 medium, peeled and chopped. Garlic, 2 to 3 cloves, minced. Ginger, 1-inch piece, grated. Curry powder, 2 to 3 tablespoons, or to taste. Curry roux, optional, but traditional. You can buy a ready-made Japanese curry block such as SMB Golden Curry. Chicken or vegetable broth, 2 cups. Soy sauce, 1 tablespoon. Sugar, 1 teaspoon. Salt, to taste. Olive oil or butter, for cooking. Worcestershire sauce, 1 tablespoon, optional but adds depth. For serving. Steamed white rice, to serve with the katsu curry. Fresh parsley or green onions, optional, for garnish. Shawarma, Middle Eastern style meat, usually lamb, chicken, or beef, wrapped in pita with salads and sauces. Shawarma is a popular Middle Eastern street food made from marinated meat, usually lamb, chicken, beef, or turkey, that is slow-cooked on a vertical rotisserie, shaved thin, and often served in pita or flatbread with vegetables, pickles, and sauces. If you want to make shawarma at home, here's a simple recipe for chicken shawarma, one of the most common versions. Ingredients for chicken shawarma. For the marinade. Chicken thighs, bone-in, skinless, or boneless, about 1 pound/500 g. Yogurt, half a cup, plain. Olive oil, 3 tablespoons. Lemon juice, 2 tablespoons. Garlic, 3 to 4 cloves, minced. Ground cumin, 1 teaspoon. Ground coriander, 1 teaspoon. Ground paprika, 1 teaspoon. Ground turmeric, 1/2 teaspoon. Ground cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon. Ground allspice, 1/2 teaspoon. Ground cardamom, 1/4 teaspoon. Salt, to taste. Black pepper, to taste. Cayenne pepper, optional, for heat, 1/4 teaspoon. For the shawarma. Pita bread or flatbread, for wrapping. Fresh vegetables, sliced tomatoes, cucumbers, red onions, lettuce, or shredded cabbage. Pickles, optional, such as pickled cucumbers or turnips. Tahini sauce or garlic sauce, optional, for drizzling. Instructions for making shawarma. Marinate the chicken. In a bowl, combine the yogurt, olive oil, lemon juice, garlic, and all the spices. Season with salt and pepper, and mix until smooth. Add the chicken thighs to the marinade, ensuring they are fully coated. Cover and refrigerate for at least 2 hours, or ideally overnight, for more flavor. Cook the chicken. Grill or pan fry, heat a grill or large skillet over medium-high heat. Grill the marinated chicken thighs for 6 to 7 minutes on each side until fully cooked and slightly charred, or pan fry in a bit of oil until golden brown on both sides. The internal temperature should reach 165 degrees Fahrenheit, 75 degrees Celsius. Oven option. Alternatively, you can roast the chicken in a preheated oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 200 degrees Celsius for 20 to 25 minutes, flipping halfway through, until the chicken is fully cooked and slightly crispy on the outside. Shave or slice the chicken. Once the chicken is cooked, allow it to rest for a few minutes before slicing it thinly into strips, like you would find in traditional shawarma. Assemble the shawarma. Warm the pita or flatbreads. Place a generous portion of sliced chicken in the center. Add your favorite toppings, such as fresh vegetables, tomatoes, cucumbers, onions, etc., pickles, and any sauces like tahini or garlic sauce. Roll up the bread to enclose the fillings, forming a wrap or sandwich. Serve. Serve your homemade shawarma warm with additional sauces on the side and enjoy. Gourmet fries. Fries served with a variety of gourmet toppings like truffle oil, cheese, and sauces. To prepare gourmet fries, you can elevate traditional fries by adding flavorful toppings, seasonings, and sauces. Here's a list of ingredients you may use for making gourmet fries. Basic ingredients for the fries. Potatoes. Russet potatoes work best for fries. Vegetable oil, for frying. Salt, for seasoning. Optional toppings and flavors. Cheese, shredded cheddar, mozzarella, Parmesan, or blue cheese. Bacon, crispy bacon bits or crumbled bacon. Garlic, minced garlic or garlic powder. Truffle oil, for a luxurious, earthy flavor. Herbs, fresh thyme, rosemary, parsley, or chives. Sour cream or creme fraiche. Onions, caramelized onions, fried onion rings, or green onions. Chili, for a spicy kick, you can add chili peppers or jalapenos. Mushrooms, sautéed or crispy. Avocado, sliced or mashed for a creamy texture. Lemon zest, for a fresh citrusy note. Hot sauce, such as sriracha, chipotle, or any sauce you like. Parmesan cheese, grated. Lemon wedges, for serving, adds freshness. Optional sauces for dipping. Aioli, garlic mayo, truffle mayo, or any flavored aioli. Ranch dressing. Ketchup. Cheese sauce. Sriracha mayo. Barbecue sauce. Tzatziki, Greek yogurt dip. Jerk chicken, Jamaican-style grilled chicken marinated with spicy jerk seasoning, often served with rice and peas. Jerk chicken is a flavorful and spicy dish originating from Jamaica. The chicken is marinated in a bold, aromatic mixture of spices and herbs before being grilled or roasted. Here's the list of ingredients you'll need to make jerk chicken. Ingredients for jerk marinade. Chicken, whole chicken, thighs, or breasts, bone-in or boneless. Spices and seasonings. Allspice, pimento berries, ground or whole. Thyme, fresh or dried. Scallions, green onions, chopped. Garlic, minced. Ginger, fresh and minced. Scotch bonnet peppers, or habanero peppers, for heat. Cinnamon, optional, for extra warmth. Nutmeg, optional, for additional depth of flavor. Salt, to taste. Black pepper, to taste. Liquids. Soy sauce, adds umami flavor. Brown sugar, for sweetness and caramelization. Lime juice, freshly squeezed. Vinegar, white or apple cider vinegar, for acidity. Olive oil or vegetable oil, for marinating and grilling. Optional add-ins. Ketchup, for added sweetness, sometimes used in marinade. Orange juice, adds a citrusy flavor. Rum, optional, sometimes used for an extra layer of flavor. Instructions for jerk chicken. Prepare the marinade. Combine the allspice, thyme, scallions, garlic, ginger, Scotch bonnet peppers, cinnamon, nutmeg, salt, and pepper in a food processor or blender. Add the soy sauce, lime juice, vinegar, brown sugar, and oil, and blend until smooth. Marinate the chicken. Place the chicken in a large bowl or resealable plastic bag. Pour the jerk marinade over the chicken, ensuring it is thoroughly coated. You can also score the chicken to allow the marinade to penetrate the meat. Refrigerate and marinate for at least 2 hours, preferably overnight for more intense flavor. Cook the chicken. Grill or roast the marinated chicken. For grilling, preheat the grill to medium-high heat, and cook the chicken for about 30 to 40 minutes, depending on the size, turning occasionally. For roasting, preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit 200 degrees Celsius and roast the chicken for 30 to 40 minutes or until fully cooked. Internal temperature should reach 165 degrees Fahrenheit or 75 degrees Celsius. Serve. Serve your jerk chicken with traditional sides like rice and peas, fried plantains, or a refreshing salad. Ramen Japanese noodle soup with a rich broth, topped with meats, eggs, and vegetables. Ramen is a delicious and versatile Japanese noodle soup dish, often served with a rich, flavorful broth, soft noodles, and various toppings. Below is a basic recipe for making homemade ramen from scratch, along with key ingredients. Ingredients for ramen broth: chicken broth, or a combination of chicken and pork broth for a richer flavor. Water, to dilute the broth if necessary. Soy sauce, for a savory umami base, also called shoyu. Miso paste, optional, for a miso-flavored broth. Sake, Japanese rice wine, optional. Sesame oil, for depth of flavor. Garlic, minced. Ginger, fresh, minced or sliced. Green onions, chopped, for flavoring the broth. Dashi, optional, a Japanese soup stock made from seaweed and bonito flakes, enhances the umami. Mirin, optional, adds sweetness. Ingredients for the ramen noodles. Ramen noodles, fresh or dried, can be found in Asian markets or stores. Baking soda, optional, for homemade noodles to achieve the right texture. Toppings for ramen. Soft-boiled eggs, marinated or plain, with a slightly runny yolk. Chashu pork, braised or grilled pork belly, or substitute with chicken or tofu. Narudamaki, sliced fish cake, optional. Bamboo shoots, menma, pickled bamboo shoots. Green onions, chopped, for garnish. Corn kernels, optional, add sweetness. Spinach or bok choy, lightly blanched or sautéed greens. Nori, seaweed sheets. Sesame seeds, optional, for a nutty crunch. Chili oil, optional, for added spice. Fresh herbs, such as cilantro or basil for a twist. Optional add-ins. Tofu, for a vegetarian version. Kimchi, for an added kick of flavor. Instructions for making ramen. Prepare the broth. In a large pot, combine the chicken broth and pork broth if using water, soy sauce, miso paste if using sake, and sesame oil. Add the minced garlic, ginger, and green onions. Bring the mixture to a simmer and let it cook for 20 to 30 minutes to let the flavors infuse. Strain the broth to remove the solid ingredients, leaving only the clear, flavorful liquid. Cook the noodles. While the broth is simmering, cook the ramen noodles according to package instructions, usually boiling them for 2 to 4 minutes. Drain and rinse them under cold water to stop the cooking process, and set aside. Prepare the toppings. Soft-boiled eggs, gently boil eggs for 6 to 7 minutes for a slightly runny yolk. Peel them and set aside. Chashu pork, if you're using pork belly, braise or grill it, then slice thinly. You can also use other meats or tofu for a lighter version. Prepare any additional toppings such as sautéed spinach, chopped green onions, corn, nori, and bamboo shoots. Assemble the ramen. Divide the cooked noodles into bowls. Pour the hot broth over the noodles. Add the toppings of your choice: chashu pork, soft-boiled eggs, spinach, bamboo shoots, green onions, nori, etc. Drizzle with a bit of sesame oil or chili oil if you like some extra flavor. Serve. Serve your ramen hot, and enjoy the rich, comforting flavors of home. Pizza Neapolitan-style pizza with a thin, crispy base, topped with fresh ingredients. Pizza is a beloved dish made from a dough base topped with a variety of ingredients. Here's a basic recipe for making homemade pizza from scratch, along with the essential ingredients. Ingredients for pizza dough. All-purpose flour, about 3½ cups. Active dry yeast, 1 packet or 2¼ teaspoons. Warm water, 1¼ cups, around 100 degrees Fahrenheit or 38 degrees Celsius. Olive oil, 2 tablespoons. Sugar, 1 teaspoon, to help activate the yeast. Salt, 1½ teaspoons. Cornmeal, optional, for dusting the pizza peel or baking surface. Ingredients for pizza sauce. Canned crushed tomatoes, 1 can, about 15 ounces. Olive oil, 1 tablespoon. Garlic, 1 to 2 cloves, minced. Dried oregano, 1 teaspoon. Dried basil, 1 teaspoon. Salt, to taste. Sugar, optional, to balance acidity. Fresh basil, optional, for garnish. Red pepper flakes, optional, for a spicy kick. Ingredients for pizza toppings. Mozzarella cheese, fresh or shredded, about 2 cups. Parmesan cheese, optional, for sprinkling. Pepperoni, sliced, optional. Mushrooms, sliced, optional. Bell peppers, sliced, optional. Onions, sliced, optional. Olives, sliced, optional. Fresh basil leaves, for garnish, optional. Other meats, such as sausage, bacon, or ham, optional. Vegetables, like spinach, zucchini, or tomatoes, optional. Fresh arugula, for topping after baking, optional. Chili flakes, for extra heat, optional. Instructions for making pizza. Make the pizza dough. Activate the yeast. In a small bowl, combine the warm water and sugar. Stir in the active dry yeast and let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes until it becomes foamy. Mix the dough. In a large mixing bowl, combine the flour and salt. Pour in the yeast mixture and olive oil. Stir until a dough starts to form. Knead the dough. Turn the dough out onto a floured surface and knead for about 8 to 10 minutes until smooth and elastic. You can also use a stand mixer with a dough hook. Let it rise, lightly oil the mixing bowl, place the dough inside, and cover with a damp cloth or plastic wrap. Let it rise in a warm place for 1 to 1.5 hours, or until it has doubled in size. Prepare the pizza sauce. Cook the sauce. In a saucepan, heat the olive oil over medium heat. Add the minced garlic and sauté for about 1 minute until fragrant. Add the tomatoes, stir in the crushed tomatoes, oregano, basil, salt, and sugar, if using. Simmer for 15 to 20 minutes, stirring occasionally. Adjust the seasoning if necessary. Cool the sauce. Let the sauce cool to room temperature before using it on your pizza. Preheat the oven. Preheat your oven to 475 degrees Fahrenheit, 245 degrees Celsius, and place a pizza stone or baking sheet in the oven to heat up. Shape the pizza dough. Once the dough has risen, punch it down and divide it into 2 equal portions, for 2 medium pizzas. On a floured surface, roll out each dough ball into a circle or your desired shape, about 12 inches in diameter. If you're using a pizza peel or stone, sprinkle a little cornmeal to prevent sticking. Place the dough onto the peel or a baking sheet. Assemble the pizza. Add the sauce. Spread a thin layer of the prepared pizza sauce over the dough, leaving a small border around the edges. Add the cheese and toppings. Sprinkle mozzarella cheese evenly over the sauce, then add any desired toppings, pepperoni, mushrooms, bell peppers, olives, etc. Add seasoning. Sprinkle a little salt, pepper, and dried oregano on top, if desired. 6. Bake the pizza. Carefully slide the pizza onto the preheated pizza stone or place the baking sheet in the oven. Bake for about 10 to 15 minutes, or until the crust is golden and crispy and the cheese is melted and bubbly. If you're using fresh basil or arugula, you can add it after the pizza is baked. Serve. Remove the pizza from the oven and let it cool slightly before slicing. Serve immediately and enjoy. Kebabs, grilled meat served on a skewer or in a flatbread wrap, typically with salad and sauces. Kebabs are a popular dish consisting of meat, or vegetables, that are skewered and grilled, often served with flatbreads, salads, or rice. There are various types of kebabs, but the following recipe will focus on grilled meat kebabs, usually lamb, chicken, or beef, with a flavorful marinade. Ingredients for kebab marinade. For the meat: meat, chicken, lamb, beef, or even fish, about 1 to 1.5 pounds, cut into cubes. Chicken thighs work best for juiciness, while lamb and beef are often used for richer flavors. For the marinade: olive oil, 3 to 4 tablespoons. Yogurt, about half a cup, plain and unsweetened, helps tenderize the meat. Lemon juice, 2 tablespoons. Garlic, 3 to 4 cloves, minced. Fresh ginger, 1-inch piece, minced. Ground cumin, 1 teaspoon. Ground coriander, 1 teaspoon. Paprika, 1 teaspoon, smoked or sweet. Ground turmeric, 1/2 teaspoon, optional, for color and earthiness. Ground cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon, optional, for a warm flavor. Ground black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon. Salt, to taste. Chili powder or cayenne pepper, optional, to add heat. Fresh herbs, such as parsley, cilantro, or mint, finely chopped, optional. Onion, 1 small, grated or finely chopped, optional. Ingredients for kebab vegetables, optional. Bell peppers, 1 to 2, cut into large pieces. Onions, 1 to 2, cut into wedges. Zucchini, sliced into thick rounds. Cherry tomatoes, whole, optional. Mushrooms, whole or halved, optional. Instructions for making kebabs. Prepare the marinade. In a bowl, combine the olive oil, yogurt, lemon juice, garlic, ginger, and spices, cumin, coriander, paprika, turmeric, cinnamon, black pepper, salt, and chili powder. Add finely chopped fresh herbs, parsley, cilantro, mint, and onion, if using, into the marinade for extra flavor. Whisk everything together until smooth and well combined. Marinate the meat. Place the meat cubes into the bowl with the marinade, ensuring each piece is well coated. If using vegetables, you can also marinate them separately or with the meat. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap and refrigerate for at least 2 to 4 hours, or overnight for maximum flavor. Prepare the skewers. If you are using wooden skewers, soak them in water for 30 minutes to prevent them from burning. Thread the marinated meat onto the skewers. If you're using vegetables, alternate them with the meat pieces on the skewers. Grill the kebabs. Preheat your grill or grill pan over medium-high heat. Lightly oil the grill grates or brush the skewers with a little bit of olive oil to prevent sticking. Grill the kebabs for about 8 to 12 minutes, turning occasionally until the meat is cooked through and has nice grill marks. Cooking time will vary depending on the type of meat and size of the cubes. For chicken, ensure it reaches an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit, 74 degrees Celsius. For beef or lamb, cook to your desired doneness, medium rare to well done. If you like a bit of char, you can cook them for an extra minute or 2 on each side. Serve the kebabs. Once the kebabs are grilled to your liking, remove them from the skewers and serve them hot. Kebabs can be served with flatbreads, pita, naan, or lavash. Rice, pilaf, jasmine, or basmati. A side salad, tomato cucumber salad, tabbouleh, or Greek salad. Sauces, tzatziki, garlic sauce, tahini, or chili sauce. Street-style gelato, Italian ice cream with a range of creative flavors, served in cones or cups. Street-style gelato is a popular and delicious treat, often served on a cone, in a cup, or on a stick, with vibrant and unique flavors. It's made with fewer air bubbles than traditional ice cream, giving it a dense, creamy texture. Here's how you can make street-style gelato at home, using a few basic ingredients and flavors. Ingredients for basic gelato base. Whole milk, 2 cups. Heavy cream, 1 cup. Sugar, 3/4 cup, you can adjust based on your sweetness preference. Egg yolks, for a large, for a rich, custardy base. Vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon, for flavor. Optional flavorings, to make it street-style fun and unique. Fresh fruit purees, like strawberry, mango, or raspberry, or fruit juice. Nut butters, peanut butter, almond butter, etc. Chocolate, melted chocolate or cocoa powder. Coffee, fresh brewed espresso or instant coffee. Matcha powder, for a green tea flavor. Caramel, for a sweet, buttery taste. Chopped cookies or candy pieces, Oreos, chocolate chunks, or nuts. Coconut milk, for a tropical vibe. Lemon zest or lime zest, for a refreshing citrus flavor. Salted caramel, for that sweet and salty combo. Instructions for making gelato. Make the custard base. Heat the milk and cream in a medium saucepan, combine the whole milk and heavy cream. Heat the mixture over medium heat until it's hot but not boiling, stirring occasionally. Whisk the egg yolks and sugar. In a separate bowl, whisk together the egg yolks and sugar until the mixture is smooth and pale. Temper the eggs, slowly pour a small amount of the hot milk mixture into the egg yolks while whisking constantly. This prevents the eggs from scrambling. Gradually add the rest of the hot milk mixture into the egg yolks, continuing to whisk. Cook the custard, pour the mixture back into the saucepan and cook over medium heat, stirring constantly with a wooden spoon or heat-resistant spatula. Cook until the custard thickens and coats the back of the spoon. This should take about 5 to 8 minutes. Do not let it boil. Cool the custard. Once thickened, remove from the heat and allow the custard to cool. You can speed up the process by placing the custard bowl in an ice bath. Flavor the gelato. Once the custard base has cooled, you can incorporate your flavorings. Fruit flavors: puree your fruit, such as mango or strawberries, and add it to the base. For citrus, stir in some fresh zest. Chocolate: stir in melted chocolate or cocoa powder until smooth. Nut butter or coffee: add your nut butter or brewed coffee to the base, mixing thoroughly. Churn the gelato. If you have an ice cream maker, pour the cooled custard mixture into the machine and churn according to the manufacturer's instructions. Typically, it will take 20 to 25 minutes to achieve a smooth and creamy gelato consistency. No ice cream maker? You can still make gelato. Pour the mixture into a shallow container and freeze it. Every 30 minutes, stir the gelato with a fork to break up ice crystals until it reaches the desired texture, about 4 to 5 hours. Freeze and serve. Once the gelato has finished churning or stirring, transfer it to a container and freeze for 1 to 2 hours to firm up before serving. Serve in bowls, cones, or on sticks. Garnish with toppings like fresh fruit, nuts, or chocolate syrup if desired.